Part One of The Real Mother Goose. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. This reading by Allison Hester of Athens, Georgia. The Real Mother Goose by Anonymous. Little Bo Peep. Little Bo Peep has lost her sheep and can't tell where to find them. Leave them alone and they'll come home and bring their tails behind them. Little Bo Peep fell fast asleep and dreamt she heard them bleating. But when she awoke she found it a joke, for still they were all fleeting. Then up she took her little crook, determined for to find them. She found them indeed, but it made her heart bleed, for they'd left all their tails behind 'em. It happened one day, as Bo Peep did stray Unto a meadow hard by, there she espied their tails, side by side, All hung on a tree to dry. She heaved a sigh, and wiped her eye, And over the hillocks she raced, And tried what she could, as a shepherdess should, That each tail should be properly placed. End of Little Bo Peep. Little Boy Blue. Little Boy Blue, come blow your horn. The sheep's in the meadow, the cow's in the corn. Where's the little boy that looks after the sheep? Under the haystack, fast asleep. End of the Little Boy Blue. Rain. Rain, rain, go away. Come again another day. Little Johnny wants to play. End of Rain. Winter. Cold and raw the north wind doth blow, Bleak in the morning early. All the hills are covered with snow, And winter's now come fairly. End of Winter. The clock. There's a neat little clock, In the schoolroom it stands, And it points to the time with its two little hands. And may we, like the clock, keep a face clean and bright, With hands ever ready to do what is right. End of the clock. Fingers and toes. Every lady in this land Has 20 nails upon each hand, 25 on hands and feet. All this is true without deceit. End of Fingers and Toes. A seasonable song. Piping hot, smoking hot, what I've got, you have not. Hot gray peas, hot, 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 hot gray peas, hot. End of a seasonable song. Dame Trot and her cat. Dame Trot and her cat led a peaceable life, When they were not troubled with other folks' strife. When Dame had her dinner, Pussy would wait, And was sure to receive a nice piece from her plate. End of Dame Trot and her cat. 3 children on the ice. 3 children sliding on the ice, Upon a summer's day. As it fell out, they all fell in, The rest they ran away. Oh, had these children been at school, Or sliding on dry ground, 10,000 pounds to 1 penny, They had not then been drowned. Ye parents who have children dear, And ye too who have none, If you would keep them safe abroad, Pray keep them safe at home. End of 3 children on the ice. The Old Woman under a Hill. There was an old woman lived under a hill, And if she's not gone, she lives there still. End of The Old Woman under a Hill. Tweedledum and Tweedledee. Tweedledum and Tweedledee resolved to have a battle, For Tweedledum said Tweedledee had spoiled his nice new rattle. Just then flew by a monstrous crow, As big as a tar barrel, Which frightened both the heroes so, They quite forgot their quarrel. End of Tweedledum and Tweedledee. Crosspatch. Crosspatch, draw the latch, sit by the fire and spin. Take a cup and drink it up, then call your neighbors in. End of Crosspatch. Oh dear. Dear, dear, what can the matter be? Two old women got up in an apple tree. One came down, and the other stayed till Saturday. End of Oh dear. Old Mother Goose. Old Mother Goose, when she wanted to wander, would ride through the air on a very fine gander. End of Old Mother Goose. Little Jumping Joan. Here am I, little Jumping Joan. When nobody's with me, I'm always alone. End of Little Jumping Joan. Robin Redbreast. Little Robin Redbreast sat upon a tree. Up went Pussy-cat, down went he. Down came Pussy-cat, away Robin ran. Says little Robin Redbreast, "Catch me if you can." Little Robin Redbreast jumped upon a spade. Pussy-cat jumped after him, and then he was afraid. Little Robin chirped and sang, and what did Pussy say? Pussy-cat said, "Mew, mew, mew," and Robin flew away. End of Robin Redbreast. Patty cake. Patty cake, baker's man, so I do, master, as fast as I can. Pat it and prick it, and mark it with a T. Put it in the oven for Tommy and me. End of Patty cake. Money and the Mare. Lend me thy mare to ride a mile. She is lamed, leaping over a stile. Alack! and I must keep the fare. I'll give thee money for thy mare. Oh, oh, say you so? Money will make the mare to go. End of the Money and the Mare. A Melancholy Song. Trip upon trenches and dance upon dishes. My mother sent me for some barm, some barm. She bid me go lightly and come again quickly, for fear the young men should do me some harm. Yet didn't you see what naughty tricks they put upon me? They broke my pitcher and spilt the water, and huffed my mother, and chid her daughter, and kissed my sister instead of me. End of A Melancholy Song. Jack. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack jump over the candlestick. End of Jack. Going to St. Ives. As I was going to St. Ives, I met a man with 7 wives. Every wife had 7 sacks, every sack had 7 cats, every cat had 7 kits. Kits, cats, sacks, and wives, how many were going to St. Ives? End of Going to St. Ives. 30 days hath September. 30 days hath September, April, June, and November. February has 28 alone. All of the rest have 31, excepting leap year. That's the time when February's days are 29. End of 30 days hath September. Bees. A swarm of bees in May is worth a load of hay. A swarm of bees in June is worth a silver spoon. A swarm of bees in July is not worth a fly. End of Bees. Baby Dolly. Hush, baby, my dolly, I pray you don't cry, and I'll give you some bread and some milk by and by. Or perhaps you like custard, or maybe a tart? Then to either you're welcome with all my heart. End of Baby Dolly. Come out to play. Girls and boys, come out to play. The moon doth shine as bright as day. Leave your supper and leave your sleep, and come with your playfellows into the street. Come with a whoop or come with a call. Come with a good will or not at all. Up the ladder and down the wall. A halfpenny roll will serve us all. You find milk and I'll find flour, and we'll have pudding in half an hour. End of Come Out to Play. If wishes were horses. If wishes were horses, beggars would ride. If turnips were watches, I would wear one by my side. And if ifs and ands were pots and pans, there'd be no work for tinkers. End of If Wishes Were Horses. Old chairs to mend. If I'd as much money as I could spend, I never would cry old chairs to mend. Old chairs to mend, old chairs to mend, I never would cry old chairs to mend. If I'd as much money as I could tell, I never would cry old clothes to sell. Old clothes to sell, old clothes to sell, I never would cry old clothes to sell. End of Old Chairs to Mend. To market. To market, to buy a fat pig. Home again, jiggity jig. To market, to buy a fat hog. Home again, jiggity jog. To market, to buy a plum bun. Home again, market is done. End of To Market. Robin and Richard. Robin and Richard were two pretty men. They lay in bed till the clock struck 10. Then up starts Robin and looks at the sky. "Oh, brother Richard, the sun's very high. You go before with the bottle and bag, and I will come after on little Jack Nag." End of Robin and Richard. A Man and a Maid. There was a little man who wooed a little maid, and he said, "Little maid, will you wed, wed, wed? I have little more to say, so will you, yea or nay? For least said is soonest mended, dead, dead, dead." The little maid replied, "Should I be your little bride? Pray, what must we have for to eat, eat, eat? Will the flame that you're so rich in light a fire in my kitchen? Or the little god of love turn the spit, spit, spit?" End of A Man and a Maid. The Clever Hen. I had a little hen, the prettiest ever seen. She washed me the dishes and kept the house clean. She went to the mill to fetch me some flour. She brought it home in less than an hour. She baked me my bread, she brewed me my ale. She sat by the fire and told many a fine tale. End of The Clever Hen. Here goes my lord. Here goes my lord, a trot, a trot, a trot, a trot. Here goes my lady, a canter, a canter, a canter, a canter. Here goes my young master, jockey hitch, jockey hitch, jockey hitch, jockey hitch. Here goes my young miss, an amble, an amble, an amble, an amble. The footman lags behind to tipple ale and wine, and goes gallop, a gallop, a gallop, to make up his time. End of Here Goes My Lord. Lucy Locket. Lucy Locket lost her pocket. Kitty Fisher found it. Nothing in it, but the binding round it. End of Lucy Locket. Two birds. There were two birds sat on a stone. Fa la 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 dee. One flew away, and then there was one. Fa la 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 dee. The other bird flew after, and then there was none. Fa la 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 dee. And so the stone was left alone. Fa la 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 dee. End of Two Birds. Leg over leg. Leg over leg, as the dog went to Dover. When he came to a stile, jump, he went over. End of Leg over leg. When Jenny Wren was young. 'Twas once upon a time when Jenny Wren was young. So daintily she danced and so prettily she sung. Robin Redbreast lost his heart, for he was a gallant bird. So he doffed his hat to Jenny Wren, requesting to be heard. "Oh, dearest Jenny Wren, if you will but be mine, you shall feed on cherry pie and drink new currant wine. I'll dress you like a goldfinch or any peacock gay, So, dearest Jen, if you'll be mine, let us appoint the day." Jenny blushed behind her fan, and thus declared her mind: "Since, dearest Bob, I love you well, I'll take your offer kind. Cherry pie is very nice, and so is currant wine, but I must wear my plain brown gown, and never go too fine." End of When Jenny Wren Was Young. The Flying Pig. Dickory, dickory, dare, the pig flew up in the air. The man in brown soon brought him down. Dickory, dickory, dare. End of the Flying Pig. Barber. Barber, barber, shave a pig. How many hairs will make a wig? 24, that's enough. Give the barber a pinch of snuff. End of Barber. Solomon Grundy. Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday, christened on Tuesday, married on Wednesday, took ill on Thursday, worse on Friday, died on Saturday, buried on Sunday. This is the end of Solomon Grundy. End of Solomon Grundy. The Three Wise Men of Gotham. 3 wise men of Gotham went to sea in a bowl. If the bowl had been stronger, my song had been longer. End of the 3 Wise Men of Gotham. Hush-a-bye. Hush-a-bye, baby, on the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bough breaks, the cradle will fall. Down will come baby, bough, cradle, and all. End of Hush-a-bye. The Hunter of Reigate. A man went a-hunting at Reigate, and wished to leap over a high gate. Says the owner, "Go round with your gun and your hound, for you never shall leap over my gate." End of The Hunter of Reigate. Bernie B. Bernie B, Bernie B, tell me when your wedding be. If it be to-morrow day, take your wings and fly away. End of Bernie B. Little Polly Flinders. Little Polly Flinders sat among the cinders, warming her pretty little toes. Her mother came and caught her, whipped her little daughter for spoiling her nice new clothes. End of Little Polly Flinders. Pussy Cat and Queen. Pussy cat, where have you been? I've been to London to look at the Queen. Pussy cat, what did you there? I frightened a little mouse under a chair. End of Pussy Cat and Queen. Ride away, ride away. Ride away, ride away, Johnny shall ride, and he shall have Pussy Cat tied to one side, and he shall have Little Dog tied to the other, and Johnny shall ride to see his grandmother. End of Ride Away, Ride Away. The Winds. Mr. East gave a feast. Mr. North laid the cloth. Mr. West did his best. Mr. South burnt his mouth eating cold potato. End of The Winds. Pippin Hill. As I was going up Pippin Hill was dirty. There I met a pretty miss, and she dropped me a curtsy. Little miss, pretty miss, blessings light upon you. If I had half a crown a day, I'll spend it all upon you. End of Pippin Hill. Just like me. I went up one pair of stairs, just like me. I went up 2 pairs of stairs, just like me. I went into a room, just like me. I looked out of a window, just like me. And there I saw a monkey, just like me. End of Just Like Me. Play days. How many days has my baby to play? Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. End of play days. Christmas. Christmas comes but once a year, and when it comes it brings good cheer. End of Christmas. Elizabeth. Elizabeth, Elspeth, Betsy, and Bess, they all went together to seek a bird's nest. They found a bird's nest with 5 eggs in. They all took 1 and left 4 in. End of Elizabeth. Hi ho, the carrion crow. A carrion crow sat on an oak. Full day riddle, lol day riddle, hi ding do, watching a tailor shape his cloak. Sing hi ho, the carrion crow, full day riddle, lol day riddle, hi ding do. Wife, bring me my old bent bow. Full day riddle, lol day riddle, hi ding do, that I may shoot yon carrion crow. Sing hi ho, the carrion crow, full day riddle, lol day riddle, hi ding do. The tailor he shot and missed his mark. Full day riddle, lol day riddle, hi ding do, and shot his own sow right through the heart. Sing hi ho, the carrion crow, full day riddle, lol day riddle, hi ding do. Wife, bring brandy in a spoon. Full day riddle, lol day riddle, hi ding do, for our old sow is in a swoon. Sing hi ho, the carrion crow, full day riddle, lol day riddle, hi ding do. End of Hi Ho, the Carrion Crow. End of part 1 of The Real Mother Goose.